Hey, Composing Gloves here, and today we are going to be talking about the key signature exercise. So this is just mostly an exercise to keep you from making dumb mistakes on a test, and it's useful to just do a little bit. It's not a lot because a lot of the times you'll be working in a software, but you got to be able to do this on your own. So what you should do for this exercise is you're going to print this one out. You can't do this one in MuseScore. This is a printed one. And what you're going to do is you're going to write these key signatures. And I don't want you to look at this. I want you to use the order of flats and sharps to generate them. And the reason why this is super useful is before you were making your scale and you'd have to check all your intervals. And ideally, you're so fast at intervals that it doesn't matter. But there's an alternative way to making major scales that can be extraordinarily fast and can also help with natural minor scales, which we'll talk about later. So, for example, the first key is A major. So you're going to write out your order of flats or the order of sharps. If you memorized it the other way, maybe you already knew it. So I know mine is B, G, C, F, right? B, G, C, F. I know the key of A major. This is something you just have to know. And you've worked with A major, and so you know A major's got 3 sharps. And so I say, what are those 3 sharps? Well, I start with my B, G, C, F, and I say, okay, the order of sharps is going from the F to the B. The order of flats going from the B to the F. So it's going to introduce an F, a C, and a G. So I'm going to write out an F sharp right here, boom, boom, a C sharp, I'm trying to do with my mouse, boom, boom, and a G sharp, boom. Oh, the G sharp goes up here, boom, boom. Yeah, on the treble clef. It does that on the bass clef. I have to look at the bass clef. Like I know it when I'm doing it because it looks wrong if it's not been done that way. But anyways, you write out your key signature, right? And the reason why it's so nifty for the major scale is, let's say I can start on A and work my way up. And I know that that has to be a sharp, right? Because there's 3 sharps. And right now, this is like annoying because I have to go through, whoops, missed one. See, so this is my major scale, right? And if I play it, I'm like, oh yeah. But that's like so annoying to write all that in. What I can do now is I can just write in my key signature and I can just write in the holes. So I can be like A major, 3 sharps, bang. And there it is. But you're going to write it out by hand because it's better. So you'll literally just write in the notes from A to A and then just put in your key signature. And then so, for example, I want to leave B major for you. Let's do F major. F major is 1 flat, right? So I put in my flat. And then all I literally have to do is go from F for the major scale, F to F. So we say, and bang, I'm done. So it's a big time saver when it comes to making scales quickly. You can immediately just start flying. A lot of tests will say no key signatures like I was doing at the beginning because they want you to be conscious of this because this is nice. But then when you're doing a harmony later and you forget you have a B flat, you get your intervals wrong when you're building your chords, and a whole slew of new problems could come up. So, but I want to show you this. It's important. So go ahead and do that. And also, I suggest writing this out above every single one just to ingrain it. Just write BGCF. This is what I do with my math formulas when I'm learning math. I will write my formula above every single problem, even though I pretty much know it and I know I can look at it and use it, but I want it to be in my head. I don't want it to be something I'm struggling to grab on the test. So I'm talking about tests here, but you know, when you're writing your music, you definitely don't want to be thinking about that. If anything, you'll be like, I'm not looking that crap up because I'm busy writing, being creative in some other way. So that has to be automatic, you know, on call. So yeah, that's the easy exercise. I don't include an answer sheet. If you really want to know the answer, it's a good MuseScore exercise. Go ahead and just find the appropriate one in MuseScore. You'll have this closed because you're going to be, you know, doing it as homework. But you're going to grab it and just drag it on there and check it. So you say, oh yeah, I wrote that same thing, and then write out the major scale. So it'd be good for that as well. Plus, yeah, that's it. So if you have any questions, let me know. Subscribe, support me on Patreon, and have a blessed day.